about going to Colombia. Better not, because my son's here. I've already said more than I've ever said in public before. We were a night out in Peru, as you do. I spent 2 weeks in Peru. We really just had the license to do whatever we wanted. And we spent 2 weeks in Peru over my birthday. Granty, myself, a few other boys, and I thought I've got to take it to another level. So I set off to Colombia in the middle of the night, intending to go and visit the former manager of Rolling Stones who I knew, Andrew Oldham, but pre-mobile, he wasn't in. So I was ringing him, and I remember waking up in Ecuador thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? And the worst thing was the plane, what jolted me awake was the plane landing, and it was taking off again. Anyone who's been to Quito, I don't know, I've never been since. I mean, it's a really scary landing. It's just surrounded by earthquake cracks, that airport. Anyway, so I was in the right frame of mind to get there and out again. But that's true, you know, Granty's story. Grant actually did a brilliant thing on it. I don't know if many of you came to see Grant Fleming, but we were in, I've never seen anyone do this, but it was fantastic. We were in the airport in, I don't know how you say it, the place where you go to Machu Picchu from. Have you been there? It's spelled couscous, but that's like that sort of Greek food, isn't it? But it's however you say it, couscous. We're in that airport, and they only had like 24-seater plane, and there's about 70 people expecting a bigger plane, and voices were getting more and more raised, and it was a little bit like everyone suddenly in the airport. It's like, well, why do people rush to get on Ryanair flights? Yeah. Why do you rush? I'm always want to be last on. Yeah. But it was like that panicky, but it was all in Spanish. I said, Graham, what's happening? And he's a fluent speaker of Portuguese and Spanish, and he went to the front. You got to remember, this is a former West Ham football hooligan, and really nice fella. He goes up to the front, starts talking, and he comes back to me and he goes, have you got any money? I said, yeah. He said, give me 200 quid. So I gave him $200. And they just turned around, and all these Spanish people went, blah, 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 blah. And Grant said, right, come on. And he walked over that weighing machine that you weigh your bags on. And we walked, and we climbed over. We went over the thing that they take your bags away, crawled through there, went through the back of the plane, saw our bags on the thing, got it, and just walked across the runway. And there's another bloke, Grant said, give me some more money. I go down and give him another bloke another $80. We got on the plane. It was great. I mean, I wish we'd been escaping something dangerous. We weren't. We were just trying to go back to Lima to get a better room. But it was. I was very lucky that I recruited a lot of great guys, and some good. There was a lot more women worked on Loaded than men worked on Marie Claire, and we had. A lot of them were pretty much unemployable. A lot of them were, and it gave them a sort of a frontier spirit. Which meant that they were. Now my brief was what I'd read in the Hunter Thompson books that my dad had given me when I was not studying for my A levels. I was reading them. Be the story. The story's boring. Be it. Yeah. And Grant was great for that, really. You know. But that was of all the things I like doing things like that. Yeah. Walking across that machine, checking how much I weighed.
Our mutual friend Neil Nelson up there. There's next to Steve, who were at the agent chance, asked me to ask you this. What do you do? What do you actually do every day?
Now?
Yeah.
What for living?
Yeah. No. I mean, what do you actually do?
Well, like, do you want my real day or my day if I was going to do life in the day of the Sunday Times? I wake at 7:30 to an avocado salad. 2 hours of yoga is followed by some meditation. I get up. I get up about whatever time that I've got. We've had a baby, 6 months old baby. So whatever time Lisa and the baby want me to wake up, I wake up. They've been up all night, and then I go on Twitter for about an hour. Right. Then I play with the baby for about an hour. Then I ring the guys at work and say I'll be in about an hour. I get there about 11ish. And we have Sabotage Times, the website.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And then how we make that work financially is brands nowadays, instead of wanting to just advertise their products in magazines, they want, instead of them giving us the money and putting their ads in our pages, They pay us and we just give them the content and they stick it on their websites or in their company magazines or on special projects they're doing. And we do that on words. But it's not advertorial like it used to be, it's genuine content. So we do that for variety shops, we do it for variety. I've worked for sort of, I mean, last year we worked for everyone from the royal family to, you know, that was quite weird, yeah. I mean, I don't put that on when we're trying to get kind of cool stuff.
There was a couple of hisses from down here, though, when you said that.
Yeah, you know, it was all right, got a woman a job, you know, writing the content for that programme. She didn't have a job, and then she wrote the content. Do stuff like that, Neil. Top Man, Scott's, who just started a blog for. Siemens, another brand rang up and said, you know, they buy the stories off Sabotage, we get off the money that we get to the writers. Right, yeah. So stuff like that. It's not as exciting as it was, but...
And somebody else said, sent me a message.
It's good though, it's great. I've got sort of 2 or 3 staff who are really young and up for it. So
somebody sent me a message saying you've not been on One Mick Jones for ages.
Yeah, no, stop that when I found Twitter.
They said that they wanted you back.
No chance. Twitter's better.
Sorry, whoever it was, if somebody wants to tweet that,
Twitter is better. Oh, it's fine.
That it's not coming back to them.
It's instant. Yeah.
If you could go back and do it all again, would you do anything different?
I wouldn't give Grant 200, I was just giving him 100. They were taking whatever they were given as a bride. There's millions of things. Didn't take Vice, which is now on a sort of the MTV for the modern generation. Could have had that. Didn't take that. He's the editor of Vice, worked for me, and he brought that in. That was a fucking mistake. A few other things. People are, I don't know, people, you know, a few other, I'm not, there's certain things I can't, you can't do this anymore. You've got to think about what you say because people tweet the stuff that you say.
Well, you were telling me earlier on.
Yeah, well, Simon Grayson, after he got his money, did that interview out in, down in, I can't remember, it was South East Leeds somewhere.
That's right, yeah.
It was all tweeted, all of it was amazing. I've never read an interview like that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So I've got to sort of be careful what I say.
All right, okay, so in that case...
But there are loads of things. There's nothing I would have, yeah, you know, to be honest, I wish I'd stayed at all of my jobs longer. Because I've had about 4 or 5. The jobs that I've had, either things I've created myself or things I've been lucky enough to get, just one of them in your life would have been a brilliant thing. And Enemy, Loaded, GQ was like, it was all right. It was a pretty, just a dull mag really, but it was a good time to be there for various reasons. And IFG, when I did Jack, that was and Hot Dog Mag, that was a really good time. Yeah, sure. I just sort of, they've all been quite, you know, I shouldn't have listened to Paul Weller saying, well, he left the Jam, didn't he, early on? That was in my mind. All old people are bad, leave projects early. That's the influence of Johnny Rotten and Paul Weller. So I kind of, even when we were doing IFG, I remember John, who does Modern Toss now, saying, you've got to think about this. Let's not let this blow up. Don't leave too early. Let's not let this blow up like GQ did.
I have this sense of you that you actually enjoy that. You enjoy that thing.
Yeah, but you end up waiting for the fucking royal family. You know, I'd much rather still be like in Peru. You know, I could have. It was just you know what I should have done? I should have taken 3 months off Loaded. I should have gone to rehab, taken 3 months off, got a lawyer to negotiate me a proper contract, and then I'd probably be dead now. But I'd have, you know, it would have gone a bit longer. That is the answer. Not go back. But if everything had lasted a little bit longer, and most of the things ended because of my choice, you know, that's what I sometimes think.
Why have you not written your biography?
Fucking Twitter. Just Twitter. It's just easier to tweet, isn't it, than to... I've got a very... I don't know, I don't think I could get it all in. And I don't think... I mean, look, there's like 60, 50, 30 people here. You're not going to sell a book, are you, to 30 people? Come on. It's just easier to drip feed it through Twitter. I worked for Leeds United for 5 years. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. He was your boss, wasn't he?
No, I appointed him. Fucking, that's how history gets retold. Fucking unbelievable. I got him the job. It's exactly what goes on. That was a brilliant time. All the going to that period when O'Leary took over.
It pains me talking about Leeds now.
I know who the next manager's going to be. That's why Harry Gratian came in earlier. Anyone who saw it, because I tweeted earlier that Chelino was coming tonight. I'm sure of it. Why else would Harry Gratian come in? He's not into board games and acid house, is he? The next manager of Leeds United will be Nigel Gibbs, who's currently the number 2.
Right. So somebody's tweeting it, aren't they?
That's what I think.
James.
Thank you. Cheers.
Didn't
even introduce me.
I'm always in awe. Always in awe. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for listening. Cheers.